You know, the free market is an amazing institution, one of the few left where the consumer still holds real power. And I think on the question of whether or not we, the consumer, would want an all-electric muscle car, it's been answered. We've spoken in one voice. Let's talk about it. I know this is old news, but I think it's important to talk about. After 2,115 sales in the first quarter of 2025, Dodge has, if you'll pardon the expression, pulled the plug on the Dodge Charger RT electric EV, whatever. And then for 2026, they're making the Scat Pack, the higher output version, orders only, ahead of the release of the 6-pack gas engine charger. It would be logical to say that soon you won't be able to go onto a dealer's lot and check these cars out if you're vaguely interested. But as I understand, they're just sitting there. They are taking up space. They are not selling. 2,115 sales, assuming those are all legitimate sales, well, I'm sure they're not, on a brand new model on a new platform, something that they tried to hype. I mean, 2115, that's worse than the last year, the 2024 6th-gen Camaro. That was on a compacted production year. I mean, this sucks. So what went wrong? Is it the car? Was it the launch strategy? I don't know. I mean, I've never driven one. I don't know anyone that's driven one. I don't know anyone that's bought one. I've never even laid eyes on it in real life. I haven't seen any information on the reliability of said cars. You know, what's the actual range you're driving on a charge. I thought the car looked okay, but 480 horsepower, it didn't look $61,000 okay. Yeah, this thing started at $61,000 at release. Yeah, no. That doesn't add up. I mean, think about it. For $40,000, you could have got 455 horsepower in the Camaro LT1. So, yeah, it cost way too damn much. And if you ask me, I think their launch strategy also had something to do with it. So launching with a way overpriced EV when there was already gas-powered options announced coming down the pike, that was a mistake. I feel like that was a huge mistake on Dodge's part. As consumers, if we know there are going to be options, we like to be presented with all the options so we can make an informed choice. But let's flip that. Knowing what I know about EVs, how I feel about EVs, how a lot of people I know feel about EVs, had they launched with all versions, both trims for the EVs, both trims for the 6-pack, that 6-pack at 420 horsepower is $20,000 less. In this day and age where people are watching their money, a $20,000 savings is pretty significant. So when I put it that way, if they launched with everything at the start and the RT EV is $20,000 more than the equivalent gas-powered option, and the way everybody watches their money, I think those EVs would end up sitting on the lot collecting dust anyway, and they'd be in the same situation. So why is this important? Why is the failure of the Dodge Charger EV significant in the grand scheme of things, as opposed to the failure of some other EV? Well, electric vehicles have gotten a pretty decent foothold in just about every other automotive segment. You got trucks and sedans and family grocery getters. But the V8 muscle car space has been different. There's been nothing but a debate on how to build a muscle car that we would like. A debate that has pretty much gone nowhere up to this point because nobody wants one. But there's still the push to go electric. One of the big three would have had to shit their shot, and it was Dodge. And in my opinion, they didn't just try to, test the water, dip their toe in the EV pool, the performance EV pool. Nope, they went all in. They gave the Charger EV big horsepower, big torque. We like torque, and that's a good thing about EVs, the instant torque. They poured on the nostalgia with a recognized nameplate, gave it retro nostalgic looks. They did everything the Mopar enthusiast would want, except they made it an EV, and it's all-wheel drive, and it had fake engine noises. And I think it's pretty clear that that is a formula for a hell no. Be right back. All right, so where was I? Oh yeah. Nostalgic looks, nostalgic power. It was an EV and nobody wants it. And that's about all there is to say about it. I mean, I think I even read, heard, whatever, that they want to go ahead and stick a Hemi V8 back in that same chassis, which would be fine by me. I'm not going to buy it. So what's really important about this failure, in my opinion, is at least for the next decade, I think the concept of the V8 muscle car in the tradition of the Camaro, the Mustang, the Challenger/Charger, that idea is dead. It is clear nobody wants it. It's too expensive. EVs are too expensive in general. And until something new comes on the horizon technology-wise, or there's a seismic shift in the tastes of the American consumer, we won't have to deal with this again. Like I said, for at least a decade. I'm just one cranky old guy on the internet, so I want to know what you think. Let me know in a comment below. Does this failure mean the EV muscle car is dead? Or is it just on hiatus? Did you like the Charger EV but chose not to buy it because it was too damn expensive? Or are you a Mopar purist and think that that whole idea just sucks? Let me know in a comment below. But until next time, I'm JR, and I am out.